Welcome to the award-winning Texas Toast Podcast, your podcast home for all things Texas country. Kick back and enjoy as we toast the best in Texas country. Welcome Jonathon and DJ. Guys, how are y'all doing?
Hey, we're doing great. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm doing wonderful. I'm so happy that y'all are here. Of course, that we've been working on this and talking about this for a while. So here we go. And this is good timing because y'all have a lot going on. Let's talk about your current radio single, Out to Texas Red Dirt Radio. The Whiskey Ain't Working. Y'all are already at as we speak now, like ending this week, I believe, like pushing almost number one on the Texas Internet Radio chart, entering the top 20 on our other charts. And so y'all are just really, really doing great with that song. So tell me about how that feels with the success of that song. It's such a good one.
We are on fire. We are on fire. And to be honest, we didn't expect it to really do what it's doing. We liked the song, but we just didn't think it was going to be a top 20 or definitely right now on the internet charts. We're sitting at number 4.
We was 3 or 2. We was 2, I believe.
Yeah, I think we went to 2, and then we dropped. Yeah, we dropped down to 4, which is great.
Hey, we're still holding right there, so I'm happy with it.
Yes, absolutely.
We're very grateful. We're very grateful, and just it's kind of like a kid. You kind of just put it out there, let it leave the nest, and you just kind of watch it grow, and you're like, "Go, little baby, go!"
I know. Well, it's such a good one. And speaking of little babies, grow, baby, grow. I guess our first initial contact was when y'all released "If I Fall" last year. That right there is an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful anthem of a song. Tell us about "If I Fall."
Woo! If I fall, that right there is a true story. It's about our uncle that was in the United States Marine Corps. But
you want me to show you who it's about?
Yeah, but besides all that, there he is right there.
Oh, hope we can see that. Good.
It's about
nice.
that song was written about him, but we didn't just keep him in mind. We kept everyone in the branches of the military in mind when we wrote it. We didn't want to be, our uncle specific. So we kept everyone in mind when we wrote the song, family, friends, and also, and of course, the people who do serve, because it's not just the people who serve, it's the families that serve with them. And, and
it's not easy. It's not
yeah,
easy for everyone.
It's not, especially if if they lose their life, for our country, which that's never a good thing regardless. But, when they serve the country and, they give the ultimate sacrifice, we just kind of wanted to tell a story about that because it was real. So.
Right. Well, beautiful song. Thank you so much for that. And of course, let's just kind of back up. We kind of jumped into the interview. I do want to introduce the audience not familiar with Dirt Road Troubadours. This is Jonathon and DJ, and y'all are twin brothers.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So y'all started singing young. I believe you first started performing, it said in the bio, like at 6 years old on the stage. So y'all grew up with music in your blood. And who were some of your musical influences in your family or outside the family? Some of the people that really that just was like your biggest cheerleaders that kind of started this journey with you?
I'd have to say our mom. Our mom, for one, we grew up watching my mom play many places, growing up as a kid, kind of watching what she did. And then, just our family in general, everybody in our family, mostly everybody in our family can literally do something with music or has done something with music, whether it's just knowing harmony or playing a guitar, drums, bass guitar. My grandma can play that piano like Ray Charles. Like, it's crazy. And we've never had a singing lesson. We've never had a music lesson.
Wow.
We've never, none of that. And I harmonize, of course, by ear. I play by ear, and
wow.
my brother as well.
Wow. So I guess there was a lot of singing going on in y'all's household growing up.
A lot. And we grew up to the good stuff. We grew up listening to Roletta Lynn, Patsy Cline,
Merle Haggard,
stuff like that. And And of course, our favorite actual era, believe it or not, in genre is the year that we grew up in, which would be, we're 80s babies. So 90s, would be our thing.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Born in 87. So the 90s is what we remembered. So,
Right,
Right.
right.
the Tim McGraw, the young Tim McGraw, the Mark Chestnuts, I mean,
Clay
those,
Walker,
Good
those,
times. Good
the
times.
right, the icons. Those are the
right.
icons.
And we grew up in and I still think that, and there's a lot of people in Texas that still hold that, red dirt sound, that the traditional country. And I know, some of our songs, we try to keep that, a little bit in there too, as well, because that is our roots. That's what we grew up on. But we try to make it a little Louisiana, I guess, mixed with a little Texas at the same time. And that's
That's right.
that's where our sound come from.
Yeah, so we like to put a little, some Texas roots on there with a little bit of Tony Satras and
Ah,
a little
love
bit of
it.
Tony Satras on there.
Hey, crawfish season's right
I
around the
love it.
corner.
I know. I can't wait for crawfish season. We're getting, as you can't see back here, we're decorated Mardi Gras all around here.
Oh
Well,
yes,
it's
it's
Yeah.
coming. Mardi Gras is
Yeah, and
right
we're
around the
gonna
corner.
have what's called Mardi Gras here. I live in a town called Matagorda on the Texas coast, and we're gonna have Mardi Gras. So I've got beads, I've got stuff all over the studio to get started decorating. So yeah, I did want to bring up your Louisiana roots and grow up in Louisiana. Which part of Louisiana did y'all grow up in? Let everybody want to know
We
that.
are we're North Louisiana,
Northwest. Yep.
Northwest
Right on the
Louisiana.
right on the Texas and Arkansas line. So
Yes,
basically we're cousins to Texas.
yes.
Like
Live we
Tyler, Texas, and Wascom, Texas is probably 20 minutes from my driveway.
we live right on the Texas line. So
Yes, good stuff. Well, y'all are just so much fun. So I want to talk about some of the key performances that you've had. I want to talk about your in 2007. You got a $10,000 recording contract by winning a singing contest. Where was that, and what singing contest was it?
that was the Bossier Parish Community College. It was through a community college here. They were doing a songwriting contest, and we entered, and there was a lot of nominees and people who have entered, and we won. We won it with a song called Rio. That was speaking of family and music background. My uncle is a co-writer on that song, and
Yep.
it's a beautiful song. And and we won. So we won it. We won that with the songwriting contest, and then we got to perform it live. And during the during all of the awards and things like that, they announced that we were going to be able to record it there as well for the students that was going through school to work in that industry.
To be
So
engineers. Yeah, music engineers. Yeah.
Wow.
right. So we got to record it, and the young students got to work on the project, and they did a stand-up job. It was phenomenal.
That's just such a win-win for everybody with that type of contest and promotion going on. That's a win-win for the students, for the musicians, for anybody that needs to get schooled a little bit.
Sure,
Right.
absolutely. Yeah, it was, and we were young. We were younger back then, so it was a learning experience for all of us, not just the engineers who were doing the music. Just us as artists and as individuals. That gave us a chance to grow and kind of sort of step out a little more and become who we are.
Mhm.
As artists and things like that, and also kind of reflect on what type of songs and whatnot that we were wanting to put out moving forward. That kind of was a stepping stone for us to kind of step out and say, hey, all right, let's really
We're
try
act-
this thing.
yeah, hey, I mean, yeah, I agree with what he's saying. It kind of gave us a notion to step out and say, like, this is the type of stuff that we want to do, or hey, maybe we're actually not too bad at this after all, kind of thing.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I think it was more of that. I don't think we're too bad at this. I think we've got a future. And so, what was the story behind the Epcot Center performance with 70,000 people?
75,000 people.
75,000. Shame on Miss Helen.
No,
75,000. That's amazing. So, how did that come about? What was that like for y'all? And at what point in your career was that?
Well, that was after we had, of course, after the whole um, songwriting thing and doing that whole, spill. We started playing. We put a band together. Started playing shows local here and there, Texas, some at the time.
More
Um,
local at the time, yeah.
more, more local, and I mean, we were playing. I mean, every weekend, like you couldn't get in shoulder to shoulder, like it was packed,
Mhm.
and those were the good old days. And that started it, and eventually, of course, our name just got bigger and bigger, and then Shreveport and Bossier, they had a deal. Actually, there was different genres that were chosen, and out of all the country genres,
Mhm.
there was some names thrown in a hat from the Bossier mayor and the Shreveport mayor, and our name was thrown in the hat, and they checked us out and watched our performances live here at the big shows that we do, like the Revel or
The
Mudbug
state,
Mac would be the big crawfish thing here,
Uh-huh.
yeah, the
and
state fair.
the state fair here, stuff like that.
Oh,
And
wow.
and so we did that, and sure enough, they chose us out of all the country artists at the time that was entered. So we flew to Orlando, Florida, Walt Disney World, and played for 75,000 people
What?
to
Oh
represent.
my gosh.
And the reason they done that was Orlando, Florida, and stuff. It pretty much what we did. We
It
had
was it was I believe it was Destin. It was Destin, and it was in the Epcot Center.
yeah,
Okay.
And
Okay.
what they did was is they made a part of the Epcot Center like a New Orleans style. And
theme.
so
Yeah,
the
they
tour it was
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
so they brought in a Louisiana band, which we didn't play Zydeco by no means, but we played country. And
Yes.
so we got to represent Louisiana at a Epcot event. Out of all the bands, I forget the number, but it was a lot of
it
bands. And
was a good bit. I mean, to even be nominated, like we could go for days on nominations, but
yeah, we got picked and we went and played. There's videos of it on YouTube. We were kids, like we were young. I didn't even,
Wow.
we barely had hair on our face.
I had
And
like that was like when Justin Bieber had just started, and Justin had like that swooshy hair thing. Y'all remember that? Well, I can't lie. I had the same haircut in that video.
Did you
yeah,
really? Oh,
yeah,
I had
but we played for 75,000 in there. We had CDs at the time. That goes to tell you how old that was. It wasn't all digital back then. I mean, we had a few things digital, but we had CDs, and
yes.
we broke a record there while we were there. We sold the most CDs in the Epcot Center of any other band.
Wow.
Now, I don't know
Wow.
if that still holds today. It held for the time that we were there.
hey,
Yes.
well,
Well,
Which,
that's a
which
huge accomplishment. I
that's
mean,
cool.
hello. Yes.
I mean, just to be a small town group of guys. I mean, from a little small town. We're from originally, actually from Blanchard, Louisiana, but we have to tell people we're from Shreveport because they don't know where Blanchard is. It's so small.
Yes. Yes.
But just
Yes.
just to be able to go and do that for 75,000, it was
I
it
mean,
was a
as
it
a
was a milestone for sure. It was a milestone.
and I think that show there, after doing that, we started playing for bigger artists. We played with Jared Neiman. We've played with I can't even think of all of them. I mean, we've opened for many people. I can't think of all of them.
Kevin Fowler, we've
Kevin
played with
Powell,
Eli Young. We've
yeah,
played
Nice.
with James Otto.
James
We've
Otto,
played with
yes.
uh, oh, what's the other guy from Texas? We played at Mudstock. DJ, what was his name?
Did I see Jack Ingram on there, maybe?
Jack Ingram.
Yes.
There you
Yes.
go.
Yes. I
Jack
saw
Ingram.
that.
Him.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
We played with Jack. We have put in our dues. We really have. We've
Yes.
been doing this for a long time. So now to finally get recognition, I mean, even to the young artists who may be listening or listen to this, it took us 15 years to get to number 4 on internet radio
Hmm.
as today. Yeah,
Yes.
today.
yeah. So if you don't
So
think, I mean, like he's saying, and I agree. So if you don't think that what you're doing is doing anything,
it's doing more than you know.
Or
So just
yes.
yeah, just
Absolutely.
keep moving forward. Keep more and believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, others will follow.
That's right.
That's
If you
right.
like that one movie, I don't know if y'all remember it, Field of Dreams. If you build it,
Yes, that he
they
will
will.
come.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh no, one of my favorite all-time movies. Well,
Yeah.
I love the fact that y'all brought that up because we do have a lot of new and like the younger artists that listen to the podcast. I find that out down the road as I get contacted, but and we always try to get in a little bit of inspiration like that from those that like you that are just that have worked so hard to get where you are, but you've had some blessings along the way also.
Yeah.
Also, another, so you've made TV appearances on RFD TV, and then a key one was the Penny Gilly show that y'all were on.
In
Branson.
Branson, Missouri.
Yes, in
Yes,
Branson.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yep, that was pretty cool. We got to perform a song and stuff there on the stage in Branson.
And if I'm
That
I think it was Rio. We did Rio there as well.
Yeah, we did Rio. That's the song we won the competition for back then. That's been many moons ago. It's just I mean it's just stepping stones that we're thankful that we've been able to get put in front of those people because that's where it begins. And
Like
yeah, I mean,
I mean, podcasts like this, Miss Helen, like whenever we went to not Rhinestone,
Yeah.
Billy Bob, we went to
it
Billy
Uh-huh.
Bob.
was Rhinestone.
Rhinestone and Billy Bob's. I saw y'all. I met y'all at Rhinestone at the Industry Awards. That's when we first got to meet, like up close and personal, which I was so
On the
thrilled.
on
On the
on the dance floor. She walked up, she was like, "Oh my God,
I did.
they're
I did. I was
I was
talking
like,
to. I was talking
I
to
was like,
somebody came up and talked to me, and they said, "You know who that is?" And they said, and they told me, and I was like, "I got to. I have to go meet them." I was just so happy. Yes.
that's
I was like, wait a minute, you know who we are? And you were like, oh my God, I love
Yes.
yeah we I mean we're so humble though, like to
Yes,
even
you are. Absolutely.
and that's just how I mean I think anybody should be. You start being otherwise, you're not even fun anymore. That tells
No.
you don't enjoy what you do, and like we've won that award. As a matter of fact, I have it sitting right over there. The award.
Uh-huh. For your band merch, wasn't it? Y'all were band merch?
Yes, ma'am, we
Yeah.
got that one. And then at Billy Bob's, we got songwriter or second runner up for songwriter of the year for If I Fall.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
It's sitting there. I know where he's at. I know where the awards are sitting. He's
Where?
looking at them.
Where? Oh, over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Here, let's
Yeah.
see.
So well
Uh,
deserved. So well deserved on that one. And I was so
speaking of,
happy. I was actually there and I got to see both of you get your awards. And then we took pictures and y'all
yes,
had
ma'am.
your awards with your pictures. That was so nice.
Yes,
But we got the big picture going with the three of us with your awards.
that's
Awesome.
awesome.
Yes,
And
and I
speaking
think
of,
she was the first one though. As soon as we hit the carpet, and I think those people there. I mean, I know they were doing their jobs. I get it, but being security and stuff. And I have ADD, Miss Helen. So give me a minute. I can.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm gonna have to walk and talk. I'm
You do
constantly.
it. You do it. That's fine.
So I mean, they were doing their jobs, and some of them they were like, "Well, I don't know, we don't know who you are," kind of. And I'm like, "Wait." And my mom was standing there. Of course, everybody knows my mom too. And we're sitting there, and I look over, and we see Miss Helen sitting right there. And my mom goes, "Well, why don't you ask her? I bet she knows who we are." And sure enough, and then as soon as they're like, "Okay, well, go ahead." And as soon as Miss Helen turned around, boy, it was
she
Oh,
was like,
I know.
oh,
That's just how I am. I get
yeah.
I love
excited.
it.
I get
I
excited.
love it.
Now we were
Speaking of
tickled.
awards, and things like that, we need some votes.
We
Oh
We
yes,
need
for the
do.
some votes.
T3R awards, upcoming
Yes,
T3R awards,
I think
duo of the year.
I
yes,
think
ma'am.
I think today is the last day. So
It
if they're
is.
gonna do it, please do it today. We need help. This lineup, y'all, is a killer lineup.
Absolutely.
And we're
It's
we're
got
we're
it's got
grateful
some
to
yeah,
be
it's got some
nominated.
guys in it. It's good. We
Yeah,
got there's some competition for
yeah, there
sure.
is. There is some competition in it, that's for sure. And hey, we're not afraid of any competition whatsoever.
No.
Yeah, and
And
yes, and that's the thing. Like we were talking about the charts and your songs moving up the charts. There are heavy hitters on all of these Texas Red Dirt charts. I talk about that a lot. And I'm glad that y'all had kind of brought that up, you know, and the journey to get to where you are and to get on that chart is not easy. It takes a lot of work. And there's, I mean, it's just packed with songs. I was just uploading new music to my internet radio station, to Texas Toast Radio. And it's like I'm looking at just, you know, since the 1st of January, all the songs that have dropped. And it's like I get so excited. They're just so good. We have such a good mix in this industry. And y'all coming in, it's just been a breath of fresh air and just such a light for all of us.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's a
seriously.
lot of it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work, and we've been welcomed into Texas with open arms from many radio stations that have picked up our songs, including yours as well. And that's what it takes. It takes radio stations to play our music so we can get to that next level. And it takes artists to make the music for you guys to have something to play. I mean, it's a bond, like it's a
It
team.
is. Absolutely.
It's a team.
Absolutely.
And speaking of team, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Ed Spacek, our radio
Yes.
promoter. What an awesome gentleman! What an awesome man! I mean,
He's been
he's
doing
he
it a long time.
Yeah.
he has had some people under his belt. I'm talking Cody Johnson, Miranda Lambert. He's had some people, and for us to even say that we share, the same room with this man as a team is just great, to us.
And
So
I'd like
thanks
to
to Mr. Ed Spacek.
Yes. Yes,
add,
he's something else. I still remember him from my radio days and from the beginning of my radio days. I mean, him working the Texas charts and working artists. He's amazing. Yes.
right. And I'd also like to add real quick, so we can move on or whatever. But to that same subject there, speaking of team, give it up to my band.
Absolutely. Got to give it up to my boys.
Yeah, let's talk about your band. Let's talk about that. Let's kind of talk about who, what, the different moving parts of your band. I love talking about that on the podcast.
All right. Well, the I guess I'll jump in on this one since I let him have that one. Let's see. We've been playing since we were kids. We were literally in our 20s together.
Barely 20s.
Yeah. And of course, we still look like we're 20s. Thank you, Jesus. But we've been playing a long time. Chris Thomas on drums, Josh Bowen on bass, Jordan Tromberg on lead, and of course, my ugly twin brother and I'm the good-looking one. But yeah, no, we've actually, and Brandon Hale, don't forget Brandon. We've been, I mean, there was a time where people see the fun in music and they hear the songs and they get to go and enjoy themselves when we play live. And I give it to these guys. We try to share the spotlight with them just as much as we can at shows. So if you have seen a show of ours that is live, we as artists or as singers, we step back also and let them come forward. You have a job to do too, just as much as we do. And without them, we can't do what we do. And without,
Right.
they can't perform. Because, I mean, we've tried different, musicians. We've tried different people here and there. And, life gets in the way sometimes,
True.
and we understand that, some people have to step out, some people have to step in. But with that being said, it's not the same. It's not. And you can tell when we're all together, like we used to be. Man,
Yeah, our
we are literally unstoppable, and that is
yeah, with our camaraderie together. I mean, that's 15 years of playing together. Is You can tell when we get on stage. I mean, like our timing, our professionalism, our show. It's very particular. Like we're very particular. Like when it's showtime, it's showtime. And as Pepper would say from Hoots Hall over there in Burleson, Texas,
Yes.
this is what Pepper would say. This is how he brought us on. He said, "These guys literally are back there filling up the tank, and when they hit the stage, they're not going to let off the gas." And we don't.
we don't.
True. I bet
We are full of energy the whole time. JT, Chris, Josh, Taylor, Brandon, me, DJ, we're a family. And we bring that on stage with us, and like he was saying, with one family member out of it, it's just not the same. And we love it. We love our guys. We're a very, very close band. We're a very close group, and we hope that shows when we come on stage, because we love those guys to pieces.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, there were
So
times.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
There were times that literally, just to tell y'all how we got started real quick, and then I'll let you move forward. There was used to be a shed outside. When I tell you we lived in it, we lived in it for
Wow.
Right.
for I'm talking weeks, days at a time, writing, recording,
Yeah. Yeah.
playing,
Yeah.
rehearsing.
We all practiced and rehearsed before we even played our very first show for months.
Wow.
Months, because that's how particular we are. We want to be professional. When a venue says, "Hey, we want the Dirt Road Troubadours," you're going to get the Dirt Road Troubadours.
Right. Right. Right.
But yeah,
Well,
we have done it outside, and we've did it for a long time. So,
well,
but yeah.
yes. Well, while we're on that, the band that segues perfect for me because I did want to talk about y'all are really loading up with lots of shows.
Oh yes, we're some shows. I mean, I guess you could call it a bad thing, but or a good thing. I don't know. But there's so much after our first year out in Texas. Starting the new year, 2026, which is it's been phenomenal so far. There has been so many people reaching out to us, new venues, old venues. And excuse me, and we're trying to get everyone we can. Um, and it's been amazing. The professionalism. I guess they see that we have, and the team that we have behind us is professional as well. We treat everybody with kindness, open arms. We want to have a great time and a great show. Everybody come out, have a good time. Make sure you do it safely. If you're going to drink, don't drive. Go home.
Right. Right.
Come back and see us again, kind of show. And it's there's so many venues that we're having to honestly turn some down because we can't get to them.
Yeah. And this year we're wanting to focus a little more on Texas as well. I mean, we are Louisiana based. We have our name here. We
Oh,
have our
true.
name here.
True.
So we now that we're on Texas radio, we're starting to play these venues like Madame Pearl's. Love it. That's my place. Love
Yes.
Madame
Oh,
Pearl's
Yes.
in the stockyards. Now we're
right.
fixing to play Rhinestone Saloon. We
This,
we
yes,
Yeah, we got Hoots Hall. That's almost home to us when we're away from
I
home.
love it.
We
I love it.
we
I've
we
been
got
seeing all this. Yes.
yeah, we got Union 28 that we played last year. Can't wait to go there again. Absolutely phenomenal
you
place.
28
And
is
there's more. And there's more. There's actually more that we haven't even put out yet because some of them are tentatively. So I mean, now
there's
you got to give credit where credit is due. We have a good team that does that. We don't do that ourselves. My momager and and
I
my
mean
aunt they work together and do all that for us. So we can we still work day jobs. So we we still
Yes.
work. This ain't a full-time gig yet,
Right.
but
Right. Right.
yeah,
yeah, right.
yeah.
And that's what we're working on. And yes, we have a lot going on. We have the awards coming up. For that, for the
You
future faces and all that coming up. We'll be there.
Yes.
Of course, a lot of radio stations come there as well. I hope you're there.
I'm
So,
all I'm always there. I think this may be the first year I won't be there, and it's for a good reason. But this
uh,
will be the first year.
uh,
But that's just tentatively. I'll probably be there because it's hard for me to stay away from my Texas country music family when we're all getting together. It's like I always say, like when everybody comes on the red carpet, it's like hugs and high fives, and it's like a class reunion, family reunion.
it is.
It's
I
like it's
love seeing it,
so
and
good. Yes.
and we enjoy seeing all of the artists there as well. I mean, we got to meet Hudson Westbrook and
Oh
Wade
yes.
Bowen. We got to see uh, uh, CCR, which is not Cletus Clearwater
Right.
Revival. That's Cross Canadian Ragweed.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, we got to see them play. We got to see Ghost of Hill County.
I love
Uh,
Oh, they're
county.
uh,
so good. Oh my gosh,
I
they're
mean,
so good.
absolutely stand up, phenomenal guys. And last year we were the new cats. Everybody
Mhm.
was looking at us like, "Oh, where are these guys? What are these
Uh,
guys doing?" And
what
now it's like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
I know, don't you
Like
love it? It's just
Bubba
that's just
Wesley, Bubba
yes.
Wesley, all the
Bubba's like
guys.
like literally Bubba's like family to us, to us.
That is my
Like yes,
man. He is
yes.
so humble. He is
hold on,
so humble.
wait.
He's amazing. He is amazing.
Miss Helen, I know somebody who's even closer family than Bubba Wesley. to y'all over there.
Oh.
Colby Swift.
Oh yes, Colby is from Matagorda County. I was just talking
I
about
told you.
I was talking about him
Love
the other
Colby.
day. Yes.
I got his number right now. I could
I
text
am
Colby. I
trying to rope
love
him
him.
in. I'm trying to rope him in and get in the studio. The bad thing is like I talk more with the artists that aren't here, and here he is, my neighbor. He's right over there, but I'll catch up with
Right.
Colby. But yes, we're really proud of Colby.
I love
Colby is so busy. Colby is so busy doing big things
He
right now.
is.
Super
He don't
proud
got
of
time for
that
me.
man.
He doesn't have time for me. I'll have to.
We saw
I'll have to
we
get him
saw him
to pencil me in.
Yeah, we saw him at Billy Bob's, and of course, we had to hang out with him and hug his neck, and he had to tell us all the things he had going on. We were like, "Go on, then, man, do it, brother, do it."
Yeah,
Okay. Well, also before we start having to wrap this up, I want to talk about. There's a hint of a new album you're working on, Honky Tonk Revival. Do I have that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me.
We've got some songs that are already recorded and being mastered out in Nashville, Tennessee, which we've already we write our own music as well, but
Yes.
and a lot of songs have already been recorded. We got a song called "Stuck in '95." Wait till you hear that.
Whoa.
I
Whoa,
mean,
that's
it's
exciting.
"Stuck in '95" is a really good song, but we've got some more that ain't even been recorded yet.
Wow.
But we are working on putting out a whole new album for everyone to listen to. That Whiskey Ain't Working is just one off of it that's
Okay.
already done. And
Okay.
we threw it out there hoping, Texas would grab a hold of it and like the story and the twang that it has, and they did. I mean,
I love it.
it took off running, which we
Mhm.
were really concerned. I wouldn't say concerned, but just kind of, I don't know. I don't even know the word to use, but after If I Fall, we were like, wow, that one, that was a really heartfelt song. It grabbed the heartstrings, the emotions.
yeah.
We were like, yeah, it was really deep. We were like, let's
Let's
turn it up
pick
just
it
a
up.
little bit. Let's
Yeah.
pick it up a little bit. Let's show them that we can groove a little bit, because we can groove. Yeah. So that's kind of another reason we chose The Whiskey Ain't Working. Um, is because the tempo was a little more, and we were like, hey,
Let's give
let's have a good time with Texas.
hands to pretty much is what we were because you can two step to Whiskey Ain't Working all day long.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Oh yes.
And Stuck in '95 is another song like he was saying.
Let It Be Me.
Let It Be Me is a
Ooh, wait till you hear that one. Oh
I love
my
it. I can't wait.
goodness.
I can't wait.
my favorite on this new album. Of course, Whiskey Ain't Working because I wrote it. And two, I think the other one that I wrote will end up being one of my favorites as well because it hits home. It's called "Losing You the Most."
That's a good song right there.
Beautiful.
That is a good song. That one's one of my favorite. It's hard to pick a favorite because they're all ours. You know
They're,
what I mean? It's
well,
really hard to pick a
Well, and
favorite,
that's
but
like,
that
I
one,
talk to so many artists, and it's also like, it's so hard sometimes to pick what you're going to actually put on an album. Like, I
right?
know so many artists have so many to choose from, and it's like, I know that has to be such yeah, so hard. They're all your babies. Yes.
we
Yes.
write.
We
We're sitting on probably 20, 30 songs that are not even recorded.
Awesome. I'm
and
proud.
but we come together as a team, as a band, and as a team, and we kind of, all right, we're going to narrow it down to this. Which one do y'all think would kind of, you know run out there with what's already being played? What would kind of be a little different and be noticed?
Right.
So
Right.
that's kind of why we just, all right, we'll
Well, we're
throw
going to
this one
be
out there.
so excited to see that probably more towards the end of the year because we're getting close to time. I've got like 2 minutes left with y'all, but I'm excited about that. But one thing I do want to mention before we have to get off of here is everybody needs to listen to your EP from 2013, The Way I Am. There's some good stuff on there also.
Oh yeah.
I can only imagine what's to come. I mean that
Hold
I
my beer. Hold my
Oh,
beer
yeah.
and watch
Oh,
this.
oh yes, absolutely. Yes, yes.
hold my beer. I'm country. You ain't country. After you. I mean, I could keep going.
Yeah,
Um,
those are really good songs. Those are really good songs on there.
Go big or go home also, yes.
and
Go big or go home. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to what's coming up, what you've already done. Y'all are just, you're just, I love your energy. I just love how down to earth y'all are. And I love your talent. Y'all just keep doing what you're doing. And when the album comes out, you come back on the podcast and we're going to discuss all that. Okay.
Woo-hoo. Well, hey, we'll be there.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Texas Toast Podcast. And now, big news. If you're a lover of Texas country red dirt music, you can now go listen to our station, Texas Toast Radio. Log on to TexasToastRadio.com to hear a mix of all your Texas country favorites.